Okay, so
I was going speed living.
okay, drink anything, but I could smell it. Okay, you were swerving. You drove with your trunk open. You're being under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol.
A late-night traffic stop begins after an officer observes a driver allegedly speeding, swerving, and traveling with the trunk open.
How's it going, Officer Wardlock, Police Warrant? The reason why I stopped you is because you're going a little fast and the swerving. Do you have your driver's license insurance on you? Where are you coming from?
I'm going home. I actually just picked somebody up, but dropped them off.
You going home?
Yeah.
Where's home at?
Literally around the corner, so that stop sign, Bruce.
Okay. So where are you coming from?
I just dropped a friend off, but I live right on.
Okay. What were you doing at your friend's house?
Chilling. We're
Chilling.
actually Saturday.
Saturday? Okay. So when did you get to your friend's house?
A couple hours ago.
Okay. And what time did you leave your friend's house?
What time is it? 11, so 9? What does that matter, though?
Okay.
But you said I was swerving. No, it wasn't.
Okay, so
I was going speed living.
okay, we're in your phone.
Look, so boom.
Okay.
I always put that just to see when I'm getting there. I'm 2 minutes away. I'm right there.
Okay.
So this is normal for me.
Okay. So you live here in Salt. How long have you lived here?
My girlfriend is at home right now,
Okay.
so that's where I was going.
Okay. So you got to your friend's house at what time?
I've been out all day, so
Okay.
we were watching football, so
Watching football?
yeah, football started at 2 or whatever. So that's why I'm like, what do you mean?
Going 20.
I was swerving. What do you mean? I was following that car that was going the same speed that I was. I wasn't.
That
speeding,
car wasn't in front of you.
No. The car was in front of me.
Okay, but where I saw you swerving, the car wasn't in front of you. You were the only vehicle on the roadway. Okay.
What do you need from me?
Your insurance, did you find it?
The only reason I'm looking for it is because I just actually went from State Farm.
So it's State Farm?
No, I went from State Farm
Okay.
to another one.
Okay. When did you switch?
Recently, like January 26th. I'm looking up because this is my grandmother's thing.
Okay.
Because we are in the same, so I'm looking at it right now.
Okay. So what town is your friend located in?
The address that I still have pulled up right there is where I'm going to.
I know, but where were you at?
I was out.
I know,
at my
but
friend's house.
where's your friend's house at?
In Joliet.
In Joliet?
That's where I'm driving from.
You're driving from Joliet? Okay. Where in Joliet?
Matter, though.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out the time of events to where you were coming from. Because you were coming, or I saw you at 355 and Galber. Okay, Joliet is south.
Absolutely. So I went from Joliet to Homer Glen, which is a friend's house.
Okay, so you went to Joliet, then you went to Homer Glen at a friend's house.
I was in Joliet and I dropped a friend off in Homer Glen.
Okay.
And I went from 159th to come this way.
Okay.
And I'm going home right now.
Okay.
What do you mean?
All right. Do you have the insurance with the new company?
I'll pull it up then.
So your friend in Joliet. What time did you get to the Joliet address?
That you know damn well that doesn't. I'm just literally around the corner. That's why I was going home.
I get it.
So
you said you left your friend's house at 9 to drop off your friend in Homer Glen, correct?
I am football. You watch football?
I watch football. I get you.
So
that's what time you left approximately when the football game ended.
Eagles played and the Chiefs played. So as soon as the Chiefs got done playing, I dropped him off in Homer Glen. And that's why I was coming this way, and this is why I'm on this road to go home. That's right here.
Okay.
I have no reason why. I'm so confused. Why?
Any reason why the swerving? Were you on your phone or whatnot?
Literally, I turned right there, and I saw you behind me, but there was a car in front of me. That's
there was a car in front of you.
And I was going to. I didn't speed. I didn't do shit.
You were speeding. You were speeding before I got you. Okay.
So that means the car in front of me was speeding too.
Okay. So at your friend's house in Joliet, what did you have there? How much did you have to drink?
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Okay.
We were watching that football game, and I'm going home 2 minutes away.
Okay, so how much did you have to drink in Joliet?
No, nothing. Because I was earlier with my friend in Joliet, and I dropped him off in Homer Glen, and that's why I'm on this road. I'm right here. What do you mean?
So you had nothing to drink over in July?
No, and that's why if you say that I'm swerving, it's maybe because I look down right quick, but I have this up right now because I'm going there. Okay. And if I go there right now, then she'll tell you.
Did you take any prescription medication, Juliet?
Nothing.
Okay. Did you smoke any weed in Juliet?
I don't smoke weed. No.
Okay, so you don't smoke weed. Do you drink alcohol?
No, I don't do none of that shit.
So you didn't drink tonight?
I haven't done nothing. Whatever you want to do, you can do, but I'm telling you right now.
Would you want to do field sobriety testing?
No, because it's unnecessary. But like what I'm telling you right now is that if you're telling me right now that I was swerving, I don't think so. I was not, because there was a car in front of me. Okay. And I didn't even know you were behind me, but either way, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so I'm smelling the odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from your breath. You said it was Saturday, correct?
Yeah.
Today's not Saturday.
It's Sunday. It's the football game.
Yeah, it's Sunday, correct. It's not Saturday. All of that. Okay. All right, for now, could you step out of the vehicle? Step out. Come back over here. Any reason why the trunk was open?
You can check the trunk.
I know, but why was it open? I
probably accidentally popped it.
Okay.
I could pop it.
Because you were driving with it open.
No, I didn't.
You weren't driving with it open.
No.
So when did it get popped? When was the trunk popped?
Are you trying to make a thing right now? I legit just saw it, so I just went like that. I'll pop it again for you to see it.
Okay.
What do you mean?
So I'm going to request that you do some field sobriety testing, just based on some of the indicators I saw and some of the things you said, okay?
What did I say?
Okay. Based on some of the things I saw, some of the things you said, I'm asking you to do some field sobriety testing. Would you be willing to do the testing?
What did I say?
Okay.
I'm asking. I'm only asking because that doesn't make sense.
You said it was Saturday. I'm smelling an odor of alcoholic beverage coming from your breath.
It's Sunday, and I watched the football game, and I dropped my guy off. You asked me why I'm on this road. I dropped my friend off. He goes in Homer Glen, and I'm right here on this road. Okay. And I'm 2 minutes away. What do you mean?
Like I said before, you have a strong odor of alcoholic beverage emanating from your breath.
How?
You were swerving on the roadway.
I have my...
Your trunk was open when you were driving.
You asked me
You were speeding. Okay.
That means the person in front of me was speeding, dude.
Okay, the person in front of you was not in front of you when I got you on radar. Okay, it's all on camera. Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more time. Would you be willing to do the field sobriety testing?
Go for it. I don't care, but I'm telling you, go whatever you want to do. But I'm telling you right now, you asked me my timeline, I dropped my homie off, and I drove down the street, and the person in front of me, literally, if I was speeding, then they were speeding. I was just going home.
All right, do you know approximately what time it is right now?
Yeah, it's like 11:30.
Okay.
11:45, maybe. But like, what do you mean?
Okay, so you're willing to do some field sobriety testing. Did you want to do them here, or did you want to go back to the station where it's warm?
Oh, I'll do it right now. I don't care.
Do it right now? Okay.
I think it's...
Alright, take a break. Alright, so now what you can do? Face me. You get permanent breath sample. What it is, you're going to blow it and you're going to take a sample like you're blowing out birthday candles. You understand?
I understand. I'm not blowing, no.
You don't want to provide a sample?
No, I haven't even been drinking all night, and I was showing you that.
Okay.
Did the test tell you that?
Okay. So this is just something we request.
I know that, but I also studied this.
You studied it?
I taught myself.
Okay.
Like, I haven't shown you anything other than that. I haven't drinking.
Okay. So, what do you mean by you studied it?
That's what I went to school for.
Like law?
Yes.
Okay.
So what I'm telling you right now is that nothing that I gave you indicates that. And I'm telling you right now, I'm 2 minutes from my house.
Okay.
And I get it. I know what you guys are doing. It's cool.
Okay.
Who do you work for?
I get it.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you again. This is part of the field sobriety test. Would you like to provide a permanent breath sample?
I understand that.
Okay.
But at the same time, nothing.
If you said you had nothing to drink?
Nothing.
If you said you had nothing to drink?
That I've done that.
What is that?
Zen.
Okay. So,
You guys know that.
I'm going to request that you provide a preliminary breath sample. Would you be willing to provide a sample?
No, because it's stupid. You know that I haven't, and I'm down the street from my house. You know that I haven't done that. Your test that you just did showed that I'm perfectly fine. So I'm so confused right now why this is that big of a deal.
Okay. So, you don't want to provide a sample?
And he asked me, he goes, what do I mean by that? And what I mean by that is, you know damn well that, like, I'm fine. If you want to follow me on that's fine. But,
so,
like...
you have a strong odor of alcohol or beverage coming from your breath, okay? You're saying you didn't drink anything, but I could smell it, okay? You were swerving. You drove with your trunk open. You drove with your trunk open. Okay?
If my trunk was open, that was an accident. It must have been open way before that. And even as soon as I saw it, I closed it. Like, what do you mean? That happens all the time.
You were driving with it open. You were driving with it open.
That does not indicate anything. You know, like, that could have been an accident. People drive with their trunk open accidentally all the time. That's all I'm saying.
You said you're a cop. Who do you work for?
What I'm trying to tell you guys right now is that he's saying my trunk is open.
Yes,
that could happen
pulled up. Yeah, sure.
all the time. Look at my car. You can go ahead and search every. I will give you permission to search my car.
Okay.
But right now,
who do you work for?
I'm not even. Nope. What I'm telling you right now is you said my trunk was open, right? That happens all the time. That's an accident.
That's what they got a what speed for, right?
All right. Who do you work for?
They got what speed for?
They do. You're right about that. But what I'm telling you right now is the simple fact that my trunk was open. He said that. My trunk, that's an accident, dude.
Go on. All right.
But what I'm telling you right now is, like, I know I passed it because I haven't done anything all day. I watched the Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl, I watched football all day. The Super Bowl is whenever.
So if you were an officer, though, then wouldn't you know that it's not, those tests aren't pass or fail? You realize that, correct?
It's not pass or fail, but you do also understand that when you do those tests, you know when someone's really...
Okay, so
you know
be
when
honest with
someone's
me
fucked
about
up.
how much you had to be... Be honest about how much you had to
That's what I plan on
drink.
doing, but you asked me a question. That's why I
Right, because
answered
you're trying
you.
to identify yourself as a police officer, but you won't tell us where you work.
What I am
So-
no, that's
Okay.
wrong.
Okay, so you're not an officer. Are you?
I'm
or
not talking to him.
Are you a
but
police
I'm talking
officer?
To you.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, right?
Are you a police officer?
What I'm trying to tell you right now. No. I am not a police officer.
Okay, then.
So
What are
no.
you talking about where you studied this? No, what does that mean?
What I'm trying to tell you is that, like, you guys know damn well that I'm not f***ed up to where I can't go down the street around the corner
So
to my
you would
house.
admit that you were drinking just a little bit?
No, I legit.
So you just said that you're not f***ed up enough to get to where you're going. What does that even mean?
I didn't say that, so
Okay.
stop. So what I'm trying to tell you right now, I get it. You guys are getting irritated. I understand that. But what I'm telling you right now is that the fact that my trunk was open and I was speeding, come on. It's bullshit,
Okay, if you
dude.
had a choice to decide of not driving tonight, would you have changed your mind about driving?
No, because I'm down. No, because I went to drop my homie off he had a block party in Homer Glen.
Okay,
I dropped him off, and that's why I'm coming down the street. You thought that I don't live down here. You saw my ID. I'm from Chicago Heights. I live right here,
Okay.
and I'm 2 minutes from there.
Okay.
Speeding, crazy, trunk open. That happens all the time. I'm just really
Yeah, it happens
confused
all the time.
why.
Okay. Sounds good. What I'm going to do is face that officer right there. Face that officer right there. Put your hands on your back.
Somebody's got 95.
So what's happening?
You're being under arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol.
In the end, officers place her under arrest. She was later charged with driving under the influence, along with citations for operating an uninsured vehicle, improper lane usage, and speeding. Incidents like this serve as a reminder of how dangerous it can be to get behind the wheel after drinking. Even short distances can have serious consequences. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and make responsible choices.